In this video, I'm going to show you how to generate a QR code for your business, why you might want to do that, and I will share my screen and show you how to do it. So what is a QR code? You've probably seen these absolutely loads. They've become really popular in consumer marketing, so especially with the pandemic. So things like restaurants and things like that, you'll now go and they'll say, oh, for the menu, you scan the QR code that's on the table. So this is what they look like, these kind of black and white things. And the reason that they became popular is effectively they're a barcode, the same that you would get on a package, but they contain a lot more information. And people have used them because it's a quicker way of somebody going to some of your content, like your website or a free download or something like that, than it is for someone to manually type in your URL, your www. Whatever your business is, or whatever the URL is for the content. So they're becoming much more widely used. How would you use it for your therapy business? Well, you might want to generate one for your website and put it on your leaflet. So if somebody picks up your leaflet, they use their smartphone to scan the QR code, takes them straight to your website. You can also use them to do other things like a contacts. You fill in your contact details. Then if you go to a networking event, you've got QR code and someone automatically has your contact details. It's a lot quicker than giving them a business card and then that ends up in the bin and they don't actually connect with you. So QR codes on business cards or leaflets. The other thing is like events. If you've got a webinar coming up, you might say to somebody else to book on the webinar, just scan the QR code. So when they scan it, it takes them straight to the sign up page for that particular webinar and that particular event. So they can be really useful in terms of marketing your business and also marketing your events and products and giving people a quick way to access the content. So if you are doing exhibitions or things like that, you can say, oh, if you want the free download that I've got with this, and you scan the QR code, you're giving them the QR code, they scan it and they go immediately to download it. So it increases the potential of people actually finding your stuff. So how do we create one? So let me share my screen again and I will show you how to create these things for your business. So the first one, I use Bitly quite a lot. I have done another video about Bitly and link shortening, which is when you have a really long URL and you want to shorten it to something to put on a leaflet or put on a website or use in some kind of video or something. So if you go to Bitly and log in, when you create a Bitly link, you have a free Bitly QR code as an option. So say I took this one, which is the book, the blueprint book. I've put in the long URL here and shortened it to something simpler. But if you click here on QR code, then I already have a Bitly free QR code that I can just download the PNG of. So when I download that, if I put that on the whatever material it is that I'm creating, then it would go to this particular URL. But Bitly do also have a separate QR code generator option. So if you go into Google, let me just show you where I get to that. If I go into Google and type in a QR code generator, this one that comes up at the top is actually Bitly's QR code generator. So they have a free account which you can use. They also have all of their features for 14 days for free. And then after that, there are some paid options, but you can use the free one. What do you get in the free one? What's the difference between the free one and the paid one? The free one, you get what they call static QR codes, which means that once you've created them, you can't change them, you can't update them, and there's no tracking with them. So you can't track how many clicks they've had and things like that. But you can create a number of different versions of QR codes for free. The Pro version, when you get the Pro version, there are more kind of templates of how they look, and also you get trackable features. So if it's important for your business to be able to track who's clicked it and how often it's been clicked, then you'll need the Pro version. So you sign up to a free account. Here's the free account. Here's what it looks like in the back end. And if you create a QR code, these are the dynamic ones. So currently I'm still in my 14-day free trial, because I was just doing it through the Bitly link management system, which I showed you before. So these dynamic codes are all the Pro version options. If you scroll down, there's one that's static codes, and if you press the plus, we've got all these different options. So you can click to a URL through this option. The V card is the contact details. You can also get someone to email you, text message, just a normal text, all connect to a Wi-Fi network. So website is probably the one that you're going to use the most. You click next, and then this is where you type the URL of whatever it is that you're sending somebody to. So as you saw, I've already got one created for the homepage of my website. But what if I wanted to tell somebody about my membership? So I would click on the membership and then copy this URL at the top and then enter it into here. So I've just done Control-Alt, Control-V, Control-Copy, paste, whatever. So copy and paste that into there. We click next. And then here we now have a doesn't mean move this down. We now have this QR code here for this particular website. So if I design the QR code here, you will see like different ways, like scan me. Some of these are, because I'm in the 14 days, some of these, like this one is a premium one, but this one isn't. So there's frames. Some of them are premium, some of them not. And in the premium and the Pro feature, you can change the color, so you can have it as your brand color if you wanted, but I'm not too bothered. Black's fine by me. I don't really mind. So you can do that, and then you click download here and you'll download the QR code. They do have a print guide, because you can't go below a certain size, because then otherwise the readers can't read them, and you want it to be really crisp and clear. So don't start kind of stretching them and things like that, because if you do, you'll lose the resolution. They'll become kind of a bit fuzzy, and therefore the scanner can't scan them. So what will happen is you will download it, and then you will add this particular image to your leaflet or to your event, or send it to whatever you're doing with it. Add it to your business card, whatever it is. And then when somebody comes to their smartphone and goes onto the camera and holds it over to the QR code, it will automatically come up with a link for them to then click and to go to your website, or go to whatever it is that you set up as that link. So I hope that's helped you in terms of understanding what QR codes do, and also generating ones for your business and where you might use them and why you might use them. That's it for this video, and I will join you next week for the next one.